Hi guys, I'm doing a product review today, and it's basically a list of all my favorite products, face products that I use when I'm going out, if I'm going to the club, or if I'm going to a bar, just a night out of the town. These are all the products that I love to use, and I'll give you the reasons why. So first I'm going to start with Lancome's La Base Pro. One of the things I do to go ahead and make my makeup last longer, and I do this whenever I'm doing makeup on clients too, is I'll put a primer on before I put the foundation on. And basically, it'll keep your foundation in place so that it doesn't slip and slide when you start sweating because you're busting a move. So you start sweating and everything, and your foundation tends to slip a little bit. This will keep it in place. And it also goes ahead and fills in your pores, so that your skin is kind of like a smoother surface for when you're applying your foundation. So I have an equal love for both Lancome's, and I like Makeup Forever's HD primer. I like Makeup Forever just like a smidge, just like this much more, like this much more. I like it that much more, just because it's a little bit more lighter weight, and I feel like it's just like a little bit better. But I also like Lancome's because you can feel with the Lancome one, you feel more than you do with the Makeup Forever one. You can feel that you have a smooth surface that you're applying your foundation on. So I do like this one too. The only reason why I'm a little bit more biased and I like Makeup Forever's a little bit more is just because this one is just a little bit stickier than Makeup Forever's. But this isn't unbearable, so you can wear this all night and it's not going to be uncomfortable on your skin, and your skin can still breathe and it's fine. But that's just my preference. That's just my little quirk. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is what I do next is my foundation. So my favorite foundation is for going out in the evening is Estee Lauder Individualist. I don't use this one on a daily basis. I actually use, what is it, Smashbox? Yeah, I think it's Smashbox CC cream. I actually use a CC cream when I go out during the day just because I want something on my face that I'm actually going to have some benefits from at the end of the day, because at least if I'm clogging up my pores, you have some kind of benefits for it, and it's more lightweight. This one is a little bit thicker. Obviously, it's a foundation. It's not a tinted moisturizer like how BB creams usually are. This one is a little bit heavier, but it doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't feel like sticky or anything. So that's what I like about this one. And also what I really like is that Estee Lauder I don't know, but I guess they seem to get that black women come in more than two shades. There's not light and dark. No, there's tons of shades, okay? And Estee Lauder tends, it's like they get it, because this one actually is one of the very few that matches my skin tone. I've tried Clinique. I've tried a whole bunch of products. I've tried CoverGirl. I've tried everything. I haven't had any luck, and Estee Lauder's is the only one where I haven't had to manipulate the colors with any of my concealers and try to mix and match and like play around with the color or anything. Like, I could just use this straight out of the bottle and just put it on my face and it's fine. So yeah, I like this one, the Estee Lauder one. So this is what I usually use at night. I think this one is Walnut 38, just in case if anybody's curious. I want to say, I can't remember the exact price of this one because it was a while ago that I bought it. But I will put a price in the description box. And I'll also have a price on my blog entry, which I'm also going to put a link to that in the description box. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The Lancome La Base is $42. And I got this one at Macy's, like at the actual Macy's counter, Lancome. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is Bare Minerals. Now, if you want full coverage for the night, it's best to go ahead and apply like one of the compact ones, because one of the compact powders, because it's going to give you like a full coverage. But whenever I do that, I feel like my skin can't really breathe. So I like Bare Minerals because you can still, it's very light, but it does still give like a it still gives a really good coverage. The only thing I don't like about this one is this has an SPF in it. And one rule of thumb, when you go out at night, if you plan on taking a whole bunch of pictures, it's best to use foundations that don't have an SPF in it, because if you're using flash on your camera, it'll reflect off the SPF and then your face will look like really shiny. But I mean, every time I've used this and I've taken pictures, this has a very low SPF in it. So every time I've gone out and I've taken pictures, I haven't really had an issue when I see the pictures. I don't look crazy or anything like that. And it actually does look pretty matte. So I haven't had an issue. So I would still use this. But I like that my skin can still breathe and I don't feel like I'm suffocated under it. So I would suggest this one. So I got this at Sephora. You can get just the powder. If you get just the powder, it's $27. And if you get the kit, I've gotten the kit before. The starter kit has this. It also has like the veil, and I think it's like a bronzer or something like that, like a little one. And it also comes with a little kabuki brush, and it comes with a little instructional booklet or DVD that gives you tips on applying your powder and everything. I think the starter kits are like $40, like $38, something like that. But if you want everything in the kit, then I would suggest the kit. If you just want the powder, I just get the powder. But yeah, I love Bare Minerals. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is concealer. And I basically use my concealer to go ahead and blur any imperfections. I have acne scars like right here and stuff. You can see it a little bit because I only have my CC cream on and I've been wearing it all day. So watching the time. I've been wearing it all day. So it's like a little bit faded right now. But I like MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Oops, too close to the camera. I have two of them. And these are my personal ones. And the reason why I have two, this one usually works for me in the winter, and this one is usually sometimes in the summer. It depends on how dark I get during the summer. But I use this one sometimes, and I usually use this to mix it in my foundation if my foundation is too light too. But I mean, I use this one if I'm a little bit darker, and I usually use this. This is usually like my go-to one. Probably why you see it's all used up pretty much, and this one's still pretty much full. But I like it because it's not like a cream concealer where it's kind of thick. So some cream concealers you have to like rub it in between your fingers or something and warm it up so that it's not as caked on your face. When you apply this one applies pretty smoothly. It blends well. And then it also, like, I can put it anywhere on my face. So some concealers, you have to put the liquid one under your eyes, and then you put the cream one on any of your blemishes on your face. I don't have to do that. With this one, I can multitask. So I can use this one under my eyes and get a good coverage. It's not too thick up there, and it's not too cakey, and it blends really well. And I don't use this one under my eyes. And with my dark spots and stuff, this tends to blend really well, and I don't have to use like a cream one on my dark spots or anything. So I really, really, really like MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is one of my favorite products when I'm going out for a flawless look. And then last but not least, I'm going to talk about the two brushes that I use religiously when I'm applying foundation. These are my two favorite brushes. I can't stress enough. If you need to know what brushes you should have in your makeup kit, if you, like, not just for a makeup artist, but just, like, if you just want to know which ones are essential, I'd say get these two. You need these two. Starting with the 217 brush. Basically what the 217 brush is for applying or blending any kind of cream shadows or cream colors or cream substance of anything on your face. I use this sometimes. I don't really use cream shadows a lot, but I do use this one particularly for blending my concealer on, and it blends incredibly well with this brush. I'll blend it under my eyes or around the corners of my nose or around the corners of my mouth, and it does an amazing job. So I definitely suggest getting this one. I think, oh, I forgot to say the price of this one. These are $19. Just an FYI. This brush, I want to say it was like 21 or something like that. 20 something. But I will have the price of this in the description box. But I would definitely suggest getting this one. This does an amazing job on blending your concealer in so that you will not be able to tell that you have concealer on and you just have that airbrushed look. Now I'm going to do a video using these two brushes on how I use these and everything. And then the 130 brush is basically, it's a stippling brush, but it's like a short-haired stippling brush. And I love this one because basically it'll give you an airbrushed look without having an airbrush machine. So, and that's because, like, let's say if I'm applying foundation here, and then I can just go ahead and pack it all into a concentrated area. But then it doesn't look caked on because of the way that the brush is. It doesn't like look caked on or anything. And I'm also going to do a tutorial with this brush as well, and you'll see why I love this one so much. But every makeup artist has this brush, and I think everybody should get this brush. And I think this one is like $42 though, but it's an investment, so I would definitely go ahead and get this one. Well, that's all my favorites for my face products and everything. I see it's like 12 minutes long. I'm so sorry that this video is really long, but it's kind of a long list. And I'm going to also have a blog entry on this one, and you can go ahead and you can see the places that I got all my products at, and you can see everything in the description box as well as on my blog. If you guys could please check out my blog. It is my nightlife blog, and it also has fashion and style on there, but it's basically if you live in the DC area. It has reviews about all the hottest clubs and everything in the DC area. So go ahead and check it out. It is urbanmix21.wordpress.com, and it should be somewhere above here in the video. And I'm also going to have it, and I'm going to have a link to it in the description box, as well as my blog entry on this in the description box too. And follow me on Twitter at urbanmix21. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching.